Well, here we are at Top Gear. I think this is the outer loop, this track. It's got very bunched up. Just trying to maintain ground, ride any contact that you might get, like that, and try not to lose too many positions at this point, and try not to get rammed off the track as best I can. Have a quick look back, and we've got a little bit of clean air, so I think this is the outer loop. Could be the outer loop reverse, who knows. It's one of them stupid tracks. It's just ridiculous, really. I mean, you look at this corner and you think, where is the apex here? I'm not too sure, but we'll just get on with the job anyway. So I'm looking forward now. Got a bit of a gap behind us, so I don't have to worry about them too much. And I do like this corner. This is one part of the track that I do really like. You know, you've got a nice fast right-hander that leads you onto the left bank in there, and it really works well for the Cayman. Braking about as late as I could, right back up to the crack. So you know, that's a good first lap, really, I'd say. Somebody rejoining, that's fair enough. Just had to brake a little bit just to let him back on the track, but that's fair enough. You know, he didn't come on at too much of a steep angle, and just being passed by somebody in an amazing acceleration car there. He's quite a fast driver, and yeah, he's got a bit of a rocket there. So it looks as though the guy in front of us is a little bit slow. I got the feeling there, just coming through that corner, the guy might be holding us up a bit, so might be getting into that uncomfortable position where you're not quite driving as comfortably as you like. Oh, although he goes off, so I might just be able to get him on the braking. It's getting a bit tight, and I'm going to back out of it because we were looking at having 3 cars going into that corner. It's quite a tight corner, so I didn't fancy it. I've got a guy on my inside here, and looks like a Type R, one of the new Type Rs. It's not going to be great in the corners. I'm pretty sure this car's not going to be quite as good in the corners, so I should be able to get under the braking at this next turn. As I was saying, I do struggle with this corner. I'm not quite sure how much you can cut legally there. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like we might be getting them on exit. It's another advantage of the Cayman is you do have a lot of traction coming out of the corners, and this is again good at aerodynamics as well. And we're getting to the stage in the night where I'm really just feeling comfortable with my car. Again, you see, I just had to really take evasive action, but didn't really faze me too much. Just, you know, dealt with it and got round and managed to make something good of that, even though it could have been a crash. Got a bit of a gap now, and I think all the guys that have got ahead are quite fast drivers, so we shouldn't be seeing too much of them now. It's just a case of trying to maintain the position that I've got at the minute, which is 5th. It's not too bad. And then just having a quick look back, I think we've got the slow driver behind us. Hopefully we won't be getting rammed by that guy. It's always a possibility, especially when you come into a braking zone like this. You're kind of looking back, worrying about it, but it seems to be okay. And then this corner, it's quite nice. You can really open up that exit, so get the power down early, and it's tight to begin with, but you know, it really does open up, so you can really get the power down quite early on that one, earlier than you think. And it's always nice when you've got a corner where you can go for it a lot faster than what you think you can. As the guy in the, is it DB4? I think the guy in the DB4 looks like he's made a big error. Obviously, when you're driving a speed car, it's one of them things that it's not the easiest thing to get stopped. These amazing acceleration cars, so I should imagine it'll probably be coming back at us before you know it. And it looks like we've got a fast approach in. It's the Holden from the Road America race. Again, a very quick driver, and he's in a car that's got very good acceleration. I wouldn't say it's not a leaderboard car as far as I know. It's just a very quick driver, so I should imagine it won't be too long before we're having to think about defending against him. And it looks as though right up ahead, it looks like we've got a rammer. This is a back marker. It's not for position, so this is getting a little bit tight now, because we've got the guy in the Holden chasing us down 4 position, and up ahead we've got a back marker who looks like he's just ramming people out left, right and centre. So what I did was I braked a little bit late and just didn't take any chances with that. So I managed to keep my position, probably not for too long, because like I say, he's got an acceleration car and it should breeze past me down this straight. But I took out the back marker. I didn't want to take any chances. I didn't want to get rammed off. I didn't want to put myself in that position where he's behind me going into a braking zone, so I had to take him out. And I didn't go in full force like a lot of people would just go in full force. I think it's better to just brake a little bit later than what you would usually, and you can just run into them gently, and that's all it takes. And yeah, that should be that for 4th position. Get to hold that 4th position.